Welcome to another gathering of the Gold Key Adventurers Society. Have a seat by the fire as we prepare to help you unlock the secrets of the travel life. From theme park thrills to Purple Mountain's majesty, we want to see it all and do it all, and we want to help you do the same. We all have those bucket list trips, once-in-a-lifetime destinations that we'll get to someday. We're here to help you make your travel dreams a reality. Buy the ticket, take the trip. Where do you want to go?
Come on, now tell me what's on your bucket list. Okay, hey, it's a beautiful day. Okay, hey, it's a beautiful day.
Welcome back to another meeting of the Gold Key Adventurer Society. My name is Dan Leonard.
Hi, Dan.
And joining me this week in the studio is Jess Evans.
Ooh.
Heather Strait.
Hiya.
And Mr. Jeff William.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Jeff. Our show, as always, is brought to you by Key to the World Travel. Key to the World Travel is a full-service travel agency specializing in theme parks, cruising, and destinations around the world. Head to www.keytotheworldtravel.com for more details and a no-obligation quote on the vacation of a lifetime. What's that year again? Sign at the Magic Kingdom just a few days ago helpfully reminded me that there's fewer than 60 days until Christmas.
Whoa.
Woohoo. That's not a lot. It was actually like 51, but I didn't want to do the math and figure out how many it would be when this episode releases, so I just kind of rounded up to make it safe. So we're here to help you build a travel toyland underneath the Christmas tree of your favorite traveler, Disney fan, or globe-trotting podcaster if you want to send us something fun.
Yeah.
You should put up an Amazon wish list. Trim our tree.
You can contribute to my OnlyFans.
I was scared.
Tip me on my Cash App.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I was thinking we could share some of the things we would like to receive that are either Disney or parks themed, or also just travel gear, travel gadgets. I know I came up with a list of things that could come in handy during my last trip.
Mine are mostly travel gadgets.
If there's a travel related or Disney thing that I want, I already own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is maybe stuff to
But these
suggest
are
for other
recommendations,
people.
yeah.
I have some parks
Yes.
at home things, so that will balance
Yeah.
it a bit.
I'm going to be selfish and go first. The first thing on my list for Disney and Parks merch just dropped the book version of the Imagineering story
Oh, yeah.
by Leslie
Oh.
Iwerks. It's a tie-in to the show that she did for Disney Plus, and it's all of the extra stories that she didn't have time for in the documentary. It's all in there.
That's
It looks really
excellent.
cool.
I would like to have that.
Yeah.
I don't already own it.
There are a plethora of parks related books out there. I have one that I've been reading recently is the Imagineering the Disney theme parks, Mark Davis in his own words book that they put out, a giant massive 2-book set. I got that actually for Christmas last year, and it's been one of my favorite gifts. And if you're a comic book fan like I am, they have been starting to put out a lot of comics that tie into attractions. I collect the Haunted Mansion series. They've done an Enchanted Tiki Room series. Just recently, I've got coming in the mail the first issue of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which ties into to that.
Oh.
So if you're into comics,
There's,
just search them out.
That's a good one.
Cranking them out for all
Are
kinds
any
of
of
stuff.
those in compendium form?
I don't think so. I think maybe the Haunted Mansion ones are. I've just been getting the single issues, and I've got some Enchanted Tiki Room ones as well.
There's also a Figment series that they put out that was
Yeah.
published a few years
Yeah.
ago. I don't
With
know if that's
the hipster dream finder.
Sexy
Mhm.
Dreamfinder with his
another comic compendium that's not on. It's not parks related, but it's Disney. There's a collection of the complete Scrooge McDuck comics
Oh, cool.
that span decades and decades. It's like a 2 big volume set. It looks really cool. I've had my eye on Amazon.
A book that was on my list is actually a National Geographic book, and they're putting it out in conjunction with the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company, and it's called 100 Disney Adventures of a Lifetime, Magical Experiences from Around the World. And the photography in this thing looks amazing. So this one is actually on my list. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I've seen some ads for it and I'm excited to take a look. Some of the stuff that they have in it are things like the photographs of the dragon under Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland Paris, and after photos from an after hours tour that Adventures by Disney does in Egypt, in Luxor, which could be some pretty spectacular photography.
Yeah. I have no books. I can't read.
They're also putting out a book that's more the whole story of the Walt Disney Company, called The Story of Disney, 100 Years of Wonder. And that's another one that's about to come out. I believe it's already shipping right now. You can find it on Amazon.
Literally ordering this book right now, that Imagineering story. I love that
It
show
looks
so
great.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read a little kind of preview snippet and it sounds really good. Some of the insider stories. So that one sounds pretty awesome. I had a handful of just parks merch before it's gone. Any of the 50th celebration merch that's not iridescent, but that has the retro 1971
Yes.
logos and character images on it.
I do
That stuff
prefer
is
those.
also cool. Some of those shirts are really great. And actually Vans came out with a collection of stuff that's really good.
Pair of
They-
those shoes.
Did, and I
Yeah.
finally got a pair of those shoes.
Oh, did you find them?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did. They restocked
plenty of
them, and I was able to find them. I initially thought that I had found them, but I was looking at the men's size, and that was too big.
Yeah, that was a bummer. We're like,
Was-
yay, they're here. Nope.
Nope.
I ended up getting mine for free, actually. So they got lost in the mail for 2 weeks. And so I contacted Disney and I was like, they're lost. UPS said to just contact you. And they gave me a full refund. And then like 2 days later, they showed up.
They showed up.
Yeah. So I was like,
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Do any?
They've been doing this monthly Mickey Mouse, the main attraction series, where they
Oh,
theme
yeah.
them after different attractions.
Yes.
This month, they just released the Haunted Mansion one.
Mm.
The Haunted
I
Mansion
haven't seen
Mickey.
that one, but I did obtain on my last trip the Tiki Room one, and he's
Oh, yeah, that
so.
one's a good one.
I love him
Yeah.
so much in his cute little tiki shirt, and he has a little tiki bird on his hat.
And that's a funny thing is that people are going crazy to get these online when they drop the day of. They're all over the parks.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can
Yeah,
get them
at every
everywhere.
store.
Giant piles.
Where we found mine, where was it? The gift shop.
It was
at
in the Contemporary Gift Shop.
Yeah, Wilderness Lodge has a ton of them too. So
He's cute.
Yeah, that's a cute series.
Yeah.
I didn't have a book on my actual list, but I was trying to think of, there's several books that are out. And if for any Disney parks lover, the poster art of the Disney parks is an
Ooh,
awesome
yeah.
big coffee table book of all. I love the old attraction art.
Mhm.
I've gotten, and I did have on my list, they have it in calendar form every year. They release a calendar it's useless as a calendar,
Yeah.
but it's perforated.
Yeah.
And you can tear the attraction posters off of it and frame those. I've had several of those framed around my office through the years. You can swap them out easy.
I've got a stack that I keep meaning to like finish framing because I framed like
It's
my
an awkward,
favorites,
it's like a 11 by 14 size.
I have
you gotta,
two
like-
separate bathrooms that are decorated with framed of those
Yeah.
calendar prints.
But there's now a big coffee table book that's got tons and
That's
tons
cool.
of the images of all the old attractions posters, the original ones and the current ones. Very good book.
I took a look at the Hallmark ornament that are parks related that are releasing this year, and there's some good ones. There's a Mr. Toad from
Mhm,
Mr.
I saw
Toad's
that
Wild Ride. That's cute. And I also like, it's a Pirates of the Caribbean one this year, and it's that snoozing pirate that's surrounded by pigs. And he's all
Oh.
filthy, and he's got the little piglets, and it plays music from the ride.
oh, nice.
I may have already purchased.
I'll tell you
Some
what
of
I
those.
wish they had was the one that's where the cat's all mad. He's going, here, Kennedy, Kennedy.
Yes, I love that. Yes.
And if they could just
That's
play
a
that
good one.
audio loop
Yeah.
from your Christmas tree at all times.
And they're still making the Hitchhiking Ghosts one, I think was new last year or the year
Mhm.
before.
I have
maybe.
that.
I have that one. Yeah.
Oh.
And I also saw, actually, this is some Universal side of things. They have a sorting hat ornament, and they
Rest
have
in
a
peace.
cute, it looks like a box of Quidditch set. So it has all the
Nice.
balls and yeah. They have, that's one thing that I do collect is Hallmark ornaments with mostly Mickey the Mouse, but I have one that's the castle with fireworks going off behind it and it plays music.
Yeah.
Some really good ones.
I saw a cute one of Mickey Mouse riding in a Dumbo from the Dumbo ride.
Oh, yeah. That one's new this year, too, I think. That one's cute.
I love those things and have tons of them through the years, and I never, ever think to go look and see what's coming out and be on the lookout for them until someone posted on Facebook that they got one, and then I'm always too late because they've sold out.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know
the
what it
partner
is. I never
statue.
think about it. But I love them.
They announce them in like October, earlier than October. I feel like it's
pretty early.
Yeah.
Some of them release really early because that Dumbo one, the Dumbo ride one, has been out for a couple of months. I saw it in our local at Kohl's.
I would like to go
2 months ago.
see. Oh, that's not a Hallmark store exclusive.
No, but it was this display of Hallmark brand ornaments.
I got to find a Hallmark store. The one I used to go to is in a mall that is now torn down. So.
Yeah, we still
It's-
have
it's
one
a
in the
head
strip
shop
mall. It's
No.
surprising that they're still around, really.
Year they're very popular.
Right. Yeah. For Disney and parks merch, other than that, I'm normally not a fan of the Spirit jerseys because I don't think they generally look very good on my body, but the sweaters are good. And I really like this year's holiday sweater, the one that's got Mickey Mouse. It's green and Mickey Mouse is outside in the snow.
I do like
cute.
that.
Type of
Yeah.
a sweater, like a pullover sweater.
Yeah, it's a pullover sweater. It's not I do like my zip up cardigan from
I
last
love
year.
that
It's just
style.
one of
That's a good
those,
one.
They've got this. It's Mickey strolling through the winter woods, and he's got a candy cane, and it's got that kind of like 1940s college, like letter sweater logo looking Mickey that they're using this year.
I just
don't know
ordered. You can get a sort of 40s replica style plastic light up version of that and put it on your porch,
nice.
kind of like they used to have it in the yards.
Yeah.
I just ordered it off of Shop Disney. It's like $60.
I saw some cute
Oh,
stuff.
like the
some
glowing
cute.
plastic Santa type.
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
but of
exactly.
that?
But it's
Oh,
Mickey. It's that
wow.
Mickey holding the candy cane, and he's got the sweater. It looks awesome.
They have
want
some
that.
cute stuff like that at Target right now. Just came out the Mickey holiday decorations for your porch and things like that. And I also got for myself and a matching set for my
Me.
little niece. Oh, sorry. I could get
Little
it
Jeffy,
for you
your
too if
niece.
you'd like. It's a really cute Mickey holiday sweatshirt. It's just Mickey wearing a scarf. And then the sweatpants that go with it have the whole gang on them. And they have them in adult sizes and kid
Mickey's
sizes.
in a gang. Warrior.
So,
Oh,
Sophie and I have matching outfits.
She's changed her pants, but she hasn't taken that sweatshirt off since you bought it.
Oh, I love it.
She is very
she had
happy
to
about
change
that
her
sweatshirt.
pants.
No comment.
Awkward.
One more
Yeah.
good book thing now that you got me looking. I have this one that it's awesome is the maps of Disney parks,
Ooh,
charting
yeah.
60 years from California to Shanghai. It's all the park maps of all the parks
Ooh,
through
I
the ages.
like.
And I absolutely
I
love
want that.
that book. I've always been a map goober anyway, and
Yeah,
especially
that's-
Disney maps through the years.
That's a good book. I've looked at it at Heather's house.
I have that on my coffee
I
table.
think did we buy that when we were there for that D23 Expo?
So, yeah.
The one at Disney World, whatever that one's called. The author was
Destination
talking
D.
about it. We were
Destination
like,
D.
buying.
My favorite one.
Yeah, that's it. That's everyone's favorite destination.
We've been buying, and actually they've been cranking these out a lot too, is the attraction themed board games that they've been coming out with.
Yeah.
And you
Oh.
can get them at Target now. I've been noticing that like they have the Haunted Mansion one. They've got, like Hocus Pocus, which is not really attraction based, but yeah. And we picked up the vintage 70s Magic Kingdom board game that they reproduced for the anniversary, which is really fun to play, but it takes about 20 minutes just to set it up because it's one of those that's got cardboard models. You literally have to set up the teacups. And so nobody wants to play it in our house anymore because nobody wants to be the person that sets it up.
Leave it set. No way to leave it set up.
No, I mean, if you've got somewhere, but it takes
it's
up a
like
lot of
major.
space, and it literally has a monorail that goes around the sides, and it has a
Wow.
cardboard
cool.
castle. It's all cardboard 2D, but it's still stuff you have to put together, and it's just not.
Yeah. It's a board game plus paper crafting.
Yeah.
You got to set a whole evening for that.
Two of my favorites.
Mhm.
But the other ones,
Actually,
the ones that are like Clue and Monopoly, and then the ones that they've just come out with that are just the Haunted Mansion game, those are fun. I think
Yeah.
they've done well with those. So
there's a Haunted Mansion Game of Life, apparently.
Yeah, which I think should just be called the Game of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's all the only other thing I had for Disney stuff is I've always wanted like a nice grown-up classic Mickey Mouse watch.
Yes. Solid. I
have it on my Apple Watch.
Yeah,
I do
was
too.
going to say,
But
wear an
sometimes
Apple
you want to
Watch.
dress it up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
No.
They should have a
Sometimes I
button
don't
you
wanna
can
have-
push and Mickey just puts on a tuxedo on your Apple Watch. And he's all dressy.
Ah,
Sometimes it's nice to not have my watch dinging at me all day long.
That's fair.
yeah. Mine doesn't make a peep. Yeah. No notification. Always silent. I even have to touch it to make the screen
Not
come
even
up.
if I'm having a heart attack. Shut up. I'm
That's
not
right.
listening. Yeah. You've been in a car accident. Shut up. I'm not listening.
It turns out that Jeff's just had one of those Casio calculator
Calculator
watches.
Yeah. Mine doesn't make any noise. What are you
They
talking-
told him that it's an Apple Watch charged in full price.
It's weird. All I can do is make it say boobs weirdly.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Yeah. Should we move on to travel gear and gadgets?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mine, the first one is a combination of the first and second categories. Is a great gift for somebody is always a Disney lounge fly. Because you need a little bag in the park because people way overpack, I think. But if there's so many varieties of those Disney lounge fly bags you can get from Disney.com or wherever, Disney Parks merchandise crap. But they're small. You always need a little something. But people carrying these monster backpacks around, unless you have 40 actual babies with you, I don't know what you're carrying in these backpacks.
I finally switched to the fanny pack on my last trip to Universal, and I'm never looking back. I've given up on the backpack in the parks. I had to pare things down a little bit, but I feel like, little bags are the way to go.
I did that several years ago accidentally. I wore literally my one pair of pants on the plane that like ties in the waist. And so I got there and didn't have a belt and couldn't find a belt. I just bought a fanny pack basically to hold my pants up and then wound up loving it. And then Heather got the same one that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Disney Mickey Mouse classic
Delightful
fanny pack. That's the best. But if you can't do a fanny pack or need a backpack, or those little lounge fly ones make great gifts.
They are good.
They're pricey, but not like extravagant.
$75,
Yeah.
$80.
But like, they're worth it. Because like my wife doesn't even usually like things like that, but she loves the Loungefly. Like she's got a Loungefly purse because it had Big Al on it. And
yeah, they've got some really odd off the wall character and ride, and pretty much any character or ride kind of thing you're into. Marvel.
They're usually clever and there's some kind of little thing about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes them, not just a backpack.
And any Disney fan lady would dig it. And some men, of course.
Yeah. I actually went the opposite way with a backpack, and I actually bought the first item on my list already.
You could find.
I found myself on this past trip really frustrated with the backpack I use in the parks because I was going into it a lot to grab out camera gear and various charging things and I needed, and it's not as big as it looks. It's an anti-TARDIS. It's smaller on the inside. And so I went and I found this travel backpack made by Shradu, some Chinese brand, but it's Amazon's choice.
Wasn't he in Breaking 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Electric
absolutely.
Shradu.
Yeah. I got it on an Amazon Lightning deal, and apparently they have it on this bag frequently, but it's a big backpack, but you can cinch down these side straps to make it narrower to fit when you don't need it to be full of stuff. But it's got the main zipper locks. It's got lots of different pockets. It's got a built-in wire where I can put my charger brick inside the bag, and then I can plug my phone just into the side of the backpack to charge things.
That's so Boy Scout leadery of you. I love it.
It's very prepared.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but it's really convenient, and it opens wide so I can actually see what's in there and find stuff. And there's a lot more pockets and pouches because I found my backpack only has like one.
It's the cargo pants of backpacks.
Yeah, and I love cargo pants. So I got myself a pair of cargo pants for my back. It's, a loop to hang my sunglasses on, and the other strap has a pouch to put a wallet in. It's like convenience. So that's the first thing on my list was a traveling backpack.
I just recently got, as a lady who likes to travel with a tote and a rolling bag, I'm always having trouble figuring out, like I'm throwing the straps of the tote over the rolling bag, and then the weight balance is not quite right.
And then it holds it closed if it's held on there.
Yes. So I got this thing, and I saw it on a Facebook ad, and it's called an Astra strap, and it straps around your purse. It's like seatbelt material. You strap it around the purse, and then on the back of it, it has a loop that goes over the handle of your rolling bag. So I can get in and out of the tote, but it's secured to my suitcase.
I saw that marketed with a less embarrassing name. I think it was just called the travel belt.
Yeah, I think
Astroglide.
Yeah. This particular company is called Astra Straps, astrastraps.com, but you could probably find it with something a little less innuendo-y for your perverted
12-year-old boys that you're talking to on the podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, I'll do my best to get the links to find a lot of these suggestions for travel gear and stuff in the show notes of the episode, so you can check it out if any of these sound good to you. What else?
I am a big sweaty person, and I love and discovered last year neck fans.
Yeah.
I recommend those for a stocking stuffer for any person that frequent the Florida parks, especially where it's always 250 degrees.
Too hot.
They're cheap. They're around $20-ish on Amazon, and they just go around your neck and have two fans that are on flexible things, so you can point them right at your face or right one down your shirt, one in your face, whatever, both on your neck. They run for hours and hours on a charge, and they're much better than those ones you have to. I see the other ones you have to hold, or they wear them around your neck, and then you pick it up and hold it.
But see, I have this one that you have to hold, and this is now my favorite thing because it opens up to a fan, which, you can do by hand, but it also is a portable charger. You can charge your phone off of it, and it has a flashlight built in the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some theme park multi-tool.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've used the charging on it to charge my phone a few times in the parks. So if you like to hold it, because I don't like having anything around my neck, I like to hold it because it depends on what part of me is hot at that moment. I need to redirect.
I get that.
So
how about those ones that you clip onto the back of your belt and you point it up inside your shirt,
blowing up your gusset,
your spine? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the idea of that, but then you have an inflated shirt.
My son uses the neck fan, and he loves it. He always has one back in the hotel room charging, and one around his neck in the park.
Same. We have, I don't know, see what you have. I always wear collared shirts because I protect my neck from the sun with the old collar on the shirt. And so that thing around me doesn't bother me. If I was wearing just a t-shirt, I wouldn't like something around my neck like that either. What's the handheld one you've got? Just some Amazon find?
Yeah, it's it's just looked up on Amazon. I'm sure the name is as unpronounceable as most of the things you can buy on Amazon these days. Just made up letters and words. But yeah, you just look for it. It came up. There's a few different kind. This one is called the Jisoo Life.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
That brand been around since.
Yeah.
I have another new thing that I love to travel with that's called an Airfly Pro, maybe is the full name of it.
There is an Airfly and an Airfly Pro.
And so you plug it into the headphone jack on the TV in front of you on the plane, and then you sync it to your AirPods or your headphones, and you don't have to have that cord attached that you have to keep unplugging it when somebody next to you wants to get out, or it's annoying.
Or gesturing and knocking it out of the thing.
Or very often they're not great outlets, and it works great. I love it.
The Pro lets you connect two pairs of wireless
That's why I have the
AirPods.
Pro. That's right.
Yes. We shared that watching a movie.
Yeah. It's fantastic, and I love it. And often I forget to charge it before I travel, but it comes with the little cord so you can plug it into the outlet and then put the cord in it and plug it into the power spot next to it. Charge it while you're using it.
Yeah, that's a great little device. That was one of those I literally had said out loud, why don't they make a wireless thing? And then it started showing up in my Facebook feed, of course. So.
Yeah, it's like a TikTok.
That's very handy.
Moments.
Yeah.
When they just read your mind.
Oh, you have one?
No, I had it on my list of
things you want me to buy you?
No, things that I would suggest buying for the traveler in your life that you love and want.
Oh yeah, I highly recommend.
Yeah, and go along with that, noise canceling either headphones or
Buds.
earbuds are fantastic. I have one of each. Sometimes I don't want the full headphones, so I just use my AirPod Pros because they are noise canceling.
I have the Bose big noise canceling over the ear ones, and they get hot. Plane, it's often stuffy on the plane, and these I'm wearing in here don't do that. But when I'm on the plane, often the over the ear ones get hot.
I like that my AirPod Pros Siri will read me my text if I'm using them.
No, it's handy.
It's very handy.
Yeah, especially when you're driving or operating heavy equipment.
I'm usually not doing the operating heavy equipment thing. But.
Speaking of having to have a cord running through an enormous backpack into a charging brick, I'm a fan of the MagSafe mobile charger for iPhone users.
Love
you
this
have the
thing.
newer couple of models that have that MagSafe circle on the back. It magnets to that and charges your phone while you walk around. You don't have to have it plugged into anything. And if I put that, I'll charge it overnight, put that on my phone, and I can be doing in-park videos and shooting pictures and Facebooking and all of the things for literally all day till I go to bed and never have to charge. Keeps it going all day.
I have a question about that actually, because I've been looking at those, but does the back of the battery pack also have a magnet ring so that I can
Yes.
So I can put like a gripper or something else?
On the back of I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, no, for like if you had a pop, whatever grippy thing.
The pop socket
lady
on the
hands and use the
MagSafe
pop
thing,
socket.
though. You could adhesive
I've got
one
a
to
magnetic one, although I'm not very happy with the brand I've got. It comes off very easily. But I was also thinking about things like, I guess I would have to be taking it on and off to switch out for
camera
stuff.
it. It's easy to pop on and off. I don't keep mine on.
That's what I like about it.
I don't keep mine on all day. I just pop it on when I need to recharge.
I've been thinking about one of those for.
And I have to say, if you are an iPhone user, go for the Apple branded MagSafe portable charger. Don't try a cheap off-brand one. I may know someone who went through many iterations trying to save a few bucks, and they just don't work as well.
Is his name right with Schmavid Schmate?
Yes. They don't work as well. They often are bulkier. He actually did try out one that had a built-in little ring for holding it. Mm-hmm. And it was very heavy and didn't work that well. It's just not as good as the Apple one. It is worth the extra price.
They're a little spendy. I think it was like $90.
Yeah. Same with
I love it.
Charger I travel with called a MagSafe Duo, and it folds down so small and so light. And you flip it open, plug it in, and it will charge your Apple Watch and your phone at the same time. So I travel with that, and it cuts down on the number of cords I have to have because I can use both
cord
of them.
Feeds it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a triple version too that you can also put your
I have heard that.
Yeah, your AirPods case on. Yeah,
and again, the Apple branded one is not cheap. I think that one is about $100, $120.
Something like that.
But it is the superior product. Works really well. And I love how small and light it is.
It folds down to like the size of a compact mirror that you would put in your purse or something. And one cord for 2 or even 3 items on the newer one.
Super worth it.
In a similar vein, I think it would be a good gift for anybody. It's something that I'm going to be looking for is just like a little tech kit to organize all of my chargers and cables so they can all be together in one place. Throw it in my bag and forget about it, and it's always there when I go someplace. Yeah, like what Jess is holding up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be a cool gift.
I've had this for years, and it's basically always in my backpack.
Yeah, that would be handy.
I have one that's just a tiny replica of my suitcase. That's
nice.
It's a hard shell, teeny tiny suitcase, but it's only got one pocket, and the rest is just open. So I'm looking for something like what you showed. It has little compartments to better organize each thing.
A binder.
Yeah, that was on Amazon. Just travel cord organizer, I think.
Getting away from the tech, I had an idea. Sorry. You can find this on Amazon. Have you seen these little travel cocktail kits?
What?
It's a little tin
Not much of a drinker, so no.
That's a lie.
It's a little bit bigger than an Altoids tin, but a similar kind of box. You can get a set of 4 for $70, or you can get a single one for $22. And it comes with a little bar spoon and whatever mixers you need to add to an airline mini on the plane to make little cocktails. And they have these collections, these gift sets. You can get one that's the classic cocktail set that comes with a mule, gin and tonic, champagne cocktail, and old-fashioned kit. But then they also have a tropical one that has ingredients for mojitos, margaritas, Mai Tais, and daiquiris. And then there's the classic one has Sazerac, Manhattan, old-fashioned,
these are
champagne
adorable.
Cocktail. Yeah, they're cute. They make enough for about
Wait, where did you
6.
find this?
Amazon.
There's a link on Amazon.
Let me send you a link. This is
it's in
great.
it's in the outline for the
I want to
show.
get one of these and try it when I go down in December. Because I always drink a mule on the plane. So that's
yeah.
Right.
I always have to see a man about a mule when I get on a plane.
no.
That's why you're banned from New Mexico, isn't it?
It's a donkey. That's a different breed of animal.
No, Jeff likes mules.
A little bit bigger,
a little bit more stubborn, more of a fight.
You're both being mules right now.
All right. So anyway, those look like fun for if you're stuck on.
These look like fantastic Christmas gifts. This would fit in a stocking.
Yeah. So like the old fashioned kit comes with a tiny little cocktail spoon, bar spoon. It's really cute with a swirl. A smaller tin full of sugar cubes, and then some bottles of syrup and bitters.
I love the little tiny bottles of bitters. That's so great.
Yeah. There's even one for a champagne cocktail.
Yeah. And these kits are all TSA approved. They're all sizes that you're allowed to bring them straight through the TSA.
I got to say, this is for a smaller person. My big ass trying to use these little things in these amount of, I have to I can barely move my arms to even, this is not working for me on my tray table.
But you love tiny things.
I do, but I just need
on an airplane
room to move them. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of turbulence and you got that tiny spoon stuck up your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are adorable, though.
Looks like some of them come with a muddler in addition to the cocktail spoon.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I have always been a huge proponent of packing cubes. They make my life very easy. Well, I recently discovered compression packing cubes.
Yes.
So they have a second zipper that squishes all your stuff down and you can get more stuff in your suitcase. Amazon has a ton of them and they're really good quality. The ones I use are from Amazon. They're my new favorite travel item.
I hate it because I had a ton of the Amazon packing cubes and then, we needed more for our next trip. And so I was like, let's just try the compression. And now I want to throw everything out.
All the other ones away.
Of the compression ones. And my wife's like, we already have. I'm like, no, but we can get like twice as much stuff in here. She's like, so you can bring home twice as much stuff. And I was like, yes.
That is the real answer. Yes.
That is correct.
It's not getting there. It's getting home.
My clothes are too big for packing cubes. I'm a giant.
I love that I can pull the packing cubes out, throw them in a drawer in the hotel room, and I'm unpacked. And everything
You know
is
what I do is
organized.
pull my stacks of clothes out and put them in a drawer. Then I'm unpacked.
Yeah.
No zipping required. Or I lay my suitcase open on the bed and just sleep in it and pack out, dress out of it.
Sleep in
your suitcase, curled up on one side.
It's big enough.
Do you use the zipper flap as your blanket?
Yeah.
Just halfway.
My cozy cover.
Just gotta stick my leg out.
My next gifty item good for travel but just an excellent gift is every year they put out at least one kind of Mickey Mouse Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Yes.
They're pricey, but they're awesome. And Disney fans, and like pretty much every travel agent we know, when we go on these trips together, like everybody's got them and they're all like different ones. They'll come out with a couple of different
multiple
designs
pairs of
each
them
year.
are never a bad thing. I actually have two. One pair is a prescription and the other pair is for when I'm wearing contact lenses.
And different designs, right?
And they're different designs, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have 3 total. They're good stuff.
I have one that's not going to get through the airport, but if you're going for outdoor adventures, this thing is amazing. It's called the Jet Boil Caffeine Fiend gift bundle.
Jet boil?
That really rolls right off the
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah. So the
What?
Jet Boil is this little, it's basically a camping stove.
Okay.
It uses a tiny little fuel bottle, like a propane bottle, that you screw the stove onto, and then it comes with a mug that just twists and locks onto the mug. And it's got this, it's got, the bottom of the mug is designed to suck the air through so that it heats up super fast, and it boils a liter of water in like just over a minute and a half. And this set comes with an adapter to make the mug into a French press.
Oh.
So you
Wow.
can, anywhere you go, you put your water in your mug and you
Just
push
get
the
some-
button to
some
light the
creek-
stove and just
some
goes,
creek water and make you some coffee.
yeah, whatever you want. It goes, and that's going to sound really awesome later. I can't wait.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. The stove just heats it up super fast. It's got a color change indicator on the side of the mug to tell you when it's up to temperature. And then you just,
Optimal temp.
yeah, and then you just do your French press, or you can make tea, or you can even cook, if you've got like dehydrated camping food or whatever, you can cook whatever in there. So that thing's really cool.
That's a cool little idea.
It's like $130. It's pretty neat. A guy that was at Cub Scout camp with myself and Wyatt a few weeks ago had one, and it's really awesome.
Did you get Jet Boil envy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Do y'all have anything else?
That was everything on my list. I'm going to go buy some of the things that you guys suggested, though.
I like
You know-
those little cocktail kits. I
Things
could
are cool.
use them where I normally sit. I couldn't have used it this most recent trip. I could get one while I'm having my foot massaged. Your extreme neck pillow is
Oh, that's what I forgot. This neck pillow.
with the chin straps.
Chin straps.
thing.
What?
Yeah, thank you. Pass that one up. So I actually saw this pillow in the airport in one of the newsstands, and I've never really been a new neck pillow kind of guy, but recently I got a real bad stiff neck falling asleep in the middle seat this time. Yeah. So the one pillow I saw at the airport is the Cabo Evolution S3 travel pillow, and it's like $60 in the airport, and it's about $40 on Amazon. It looks like one of those cervical collars
Yeah,
that you
it
get
totally
when you
does.
break your neck, but it's all memory foam up there, and it's really soft and squishy. And I don't think that I'd ever use it because most airplanes have the video screens now, but it's got a strap that you can put around the back of your headrest so that it holds your head upright
So you don't go,
"Oh,
sink down.
Wow.
Yeah. It holds high enough up on your neck that it would
Yeah,
it's pretty supportive to begin with. But then there's a runner up one that I found.
Yeah, it's
That's
this one,
supposed
the
to be-
side J sleeper or whatever.
Yeah, this one is good for if you're a window seat person. It is the J Pillow chin supporting travel pillow. And so it's got a pillow that's like right angle that one goes on your part of it goes on your
fits
shoulder.
in the wedge between your head and
Right.
shoulder.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and part of it can go up against the wall, so it pads against the wall, and then it's got a J-shaped tube that goes underneath your chin to help support your head so that you don't sink down too far.
When I
forward.
sink down is when I start snoring.
Exactly, and get a stiff neck and all that. So this thing, that's a really good looking pillow. One of those, I don't know which one of those pillows, but I couldn't pick between the two. They both look really good.
Is it reversible? Can you sleep on either side?
Yeah, it's reversible, and you don't have to be up against the wall. There's pictures of somebody using it in the aisle seat, so it's just supports against your shoulders still, and it works either way.
Yeah, I've never carried one of those because I'm like, when I'm not, what do I do with this thing when I'm not sleeping on it?
Yeah. People just like strapping it on their carry-on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dragging
guess
it.
that's fine.
That's one nice thing about the Cabo pillow. I'm not sure if it comes with or if you can get separately a little carrying case, so at least keeps it covered and clean. It also has a little pouch, a pocket on the side of it that you can stick earplugs in or your earbuds if you decide you're going to fall asleep.
Yeah, I like that idea. I like this J wedge thing because I'm a window seat leaner on her.
That's fun. All right, I've got to go get kids from school, so if we've got
Yeah,
end of our list,
That's why Jess had to bail.
Yeah, I'm going to say thanks for hanging out with us again this week. If If you're excited to visit Santa's workshop or to explore anywhere else around the world, Key to the World Travel has a concourse at Atlanta International Airport the day before Thanksgiving, full of expert travel planners ready to make your vacation dreams a reality. Head to www.keytotheworldtravel.com to get started with a no-obligation quote. Word of mouth is the best way to grow our show. If you have a friend or two who you think would appreciate our special brand of globetrotting jackassery, tell them what makes our show so great and send them our way. You can find links to subscribe to the show on your favorite apps and all the latest updates at www.goldkeyadventures.com. We can't wait to hang out with you again next week, and we'll see you real soon.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for the privilege of your time.
To ask a question or share your travel story, you can reach us by smoke signal, carrier pigeon, or send an email to goldkeyadventurers@gmail.com. And make sure you follow the Gold Key Adventures Society on Facebook and Instagram. A huge thanks to our sponsor, Key to the World Travel. For all your travel planning needs, visit www.keytotheworldtravel.com for a free quote and help planning the trip of a lifetime. Tell them the Gold Key Adventurers sent you. That's www.keytotheworldtravel.com. Key to the World Travel, your key to a magical vacation. Thanks to Outer Vibe for the use of their song Hoka Hey for the intro and outro of our show. Find them on Facebook at The Outer Vibe or check out www.outervibe.com for tour dates, music, merch, and more. We'll see you next week for another meeting of the Gold Key Adventurers Society. And until then, remember, life is short and the world is wide. So go have an adventure.